Welcome. This is the 273 Media, whereby we welcome you guys. This is the only media where we are being educated, motivated, and more of it. We learn several skills, we learn several tactics, and this is the only place that a guys anaanzia akiwa huko chini, anapata experience, anatokea anakuwa big up, anakuwa tu ule mzee ambaye everybody can be able to want to be like him or her. Today in our episode, we are going to have a very warm, a very enticing moment where we are going to get our visitor today, who's going to be with us, where we are going to have a very, yani inasema ni moto, yani fire juu ya fire. We are going to get our visitor mwenye atakuja to introduce, will come to lead us. I, the host of the day, I'm Delvin Lemara. And without much ado, I want to take us to welcome our visitor today. I can just welcome him to greet our viewers and introduce himself. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Solidarity greetings, revolutionary salutation as well. I greet you in the name of our ancestors. I greet you in the name of our Kebulan. I greet you in the spirit of our fathers who are fight for the African liberation and the African unity. So basically, this is Comrade Sayelel Manguyo from Narok and as well from Kenya. So I'm also an African patriot and also an African nationalist.
Oh, thank you so much, revolutionarist Sayelel Manguyo. I think I pronounced your name well.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to our session today. You have just introduced yourself. You greet us in the ancestral spirit. You say, so I don't know why. I used to hear people when they introduce themselves, they say, I greet you all in the name of the Father. I greet you in the name of God. Wow, this is so unique to you. So maybe you can explain, or you can maybe tell us something behind that. Why you greet us in the name of, you greet your viewers in the name of the ancestral spirit and not in the name of the God?
Yeah, thank you so much for asking such kind of a question. We greet you as the Africa people, or the people from the Kebulan. We know that the struggle is within us. And also, we also know from the history, past in the chronological events, we know that our ancestors, they never knew something that's called Jesus. Our ancestors, they had their supernatural being, and also they had their own decent way of worshiping, and own decent way of talking with the creator. So basically, that is the reason why you must be funny for the followers or even for the viewers to hear when I'm saying that I greet you in the name of our ancestors. If it is not my ancestors, I could have not been here. I could have not been speaking with you. The first thing, that the people who brought me on this planet Earth. Secondly, they are the people who fought for the independence of our land and the black people. So that is the reason why I say I greet you in the name of our mighty ancestors.
Oh, thank you so much. It's good someone to express himself or to express his point of view, and it is well. Even in our country, in our law court, every view of a person is allowed. Without much ado, Mr. Manguyo, you just tell us the latest story that you have told us about. You believe in the ancestral spirit. You believe that these ancestors are the one who brought us to this far. But maybe me, I want to differ with you. Me, I want to say that what brought us here is the Spirit of God. God brought us here, and we are here today because of God. And when we read from the Holy Scriptures, we find that Jesus Christ, God Himself brought His only begotten Son. and just allow his son to die just because of our sins that we are here today. So before even I ask you anything, do you believe that someone have died because of your sins?
No, nobody has ever died because of my sins.
Nobody have died because of your sins.
Nobody has ever died unless a lie.
Okay, thank you so much. And now maybe when I just try to flash back, you've just said that your ancestors, they believe on the Creator. And if I may ask, who is this Creator?
We believe that we know, we don't believe, certainly we don't believe. So we hope that there's a supernatural force that created humanity and also the earth.
Oh.
We other call them Kai, other call them Kai, like how we call them.
Yes.
Other call Messiah, right? So basically, that's what we know, but not the Jesus of Israel stuff we have been told, or even the God of Israel. The God is not in Israel. The supernatural being is everywhere, but not in an exact country that is indicated as the Israel.
I concur with you when you say that the supernatural is everywhere, because right now the supernatural is working all around us. So that is the case.
Yes.
But I still just want to argue with you that me personally, I believe that this Creator, it is just only that our ancestors had no that view of point, that they don't have that overview to describe much about the Creator, God or Enkai that you are saying. But the same Creator that you are saying, it is the same Creator that we are believing in.
Yeah, basically I've seen that there's a God of Israel. Is there something like God of Israel?
Yes, there is.
What about it? There should be a God of Kenya as well.
No. The only reason why we are saying that there's a God of Israel, when you read from the Old Testament, when the children of Israel were suffering there in Egypt, when the Israelites were in Egypt, they were suspended by one of the kings. Maybe let me now introduce, maybe because if you say that you don't believe in God, but let me just give you the overview of how it is, the truth of the matter, because I know that is the truth. When Pharaoh was against the people of Israel, one of them, Moses, took them and was trying to, he was escaping these people from the judgment that they are going through, kind of struggle they are going through. But when they reached there, they knew that their promised land was in Canaan. And the promised land is where now these people will maybe they will enjoy, or they were to go to enjoy their freedom, because from the hands of the Egyptians, these people, they have passed a lot of struggles. But now when you say that you don't believe that there is a God of Israel, this God is there.
Yeah, okay, so maybe I have to, maybe you have said that you have really studied it in a biblical way. You have really studied it well. So basically, we knew that, first of all, God was also causing chaos. There was also a bloodshed in Egypt, as you have said. Now, those people were moving from Egypt to Canaan, which means that Egypt was a very scary place.
It was a very bad place at all.
It was a bad place for them.
Yeah.
So that is the reason why they were going to Canaan. Yeah. So that is the same story that is complicating itself. Because if you mention, Bible is the holy book, as the Christians say, just like the Quran, as the Muslims say. So basically, they say that it was a book. They were from Israel, from Egypt to Canaan. So it means that there was a war. So what brings the war? How can a holy book insinuate or demonstrate that there were wars in the world?
Thank you so much, sir. So I just want to answer you before you finish your point, and just allow me to take advantage. You just say that. Me, I believe in the Holy Bible. I don't believe in Quran, but I believe in the Holy Bible, of whom Jesus Christ was the Son of God. And the reason why the Israelites were they were moving from Egypt, it is because of the principles where the people of Egypt have laid on them. So me personally, I'm a Christian. Let me go by that. I'm a Christian. I'm a true believer.
I'm an African spiritualist.
And I believe that God is the one who brought you here, and He's the one who brought me here. So the only question is that why I'm trying to
ask you
to continue. Well, the only reason that I want to, the only question I want to differ with you. Let us not introduce another religion in, because you say you are an African. An African religion. I know that those are religions that exist, but the African religion, they are under Christian religions.
Yeah, basically, African religion is not an African. It's not actually what I'm telling you. Spiritualism, African spiritualism. There's not something like African religion. There was something that is called African spiritualism. That's what I want to tell you. It is only that Christianity and the Arabic and the Buddhism that is religion. So basically, there is something that we call African spiritualism. There is a way that we used to communicate with our Creator, right? So basically, when you say that we were African spiritualism is an African religion, it's not a religion. So it's just kind of spiritualism, a very powerful spiritualism, and we don't advocate for wars. That's the first thing. Where the Canaan, Moses was leading the pharaohs, I don't know, from the Egypt to Canaan. Yeah. So it means that there was a peace, there was an instability. So how can a holy book demonstrate that there was stability? Yet it is a holy book. That is another unholy story. Secondly, they were moving from Canaan to Egypt. In Africa perspective, it seems that Canaan is in the Middle East. Egypt is in Africa. So does it mean that Egypt was where the pharaohs and even Moses was the only man to see Jesus, to see God? I think it was the man to see God. That is the only man to see God, right? But they were going to. He was leading the troops or even the pharaohs to Canaan. That shows that Africa was a dangerous place. Why? Why was Africa a dangerous place? Why was the Middle East a safe place for them? So what about the people? Because it is even brings something that I will call segregation or even racial segregation. Because there are a lot of people who are left there. I grew up, I found people in Egypt. People who are living in Egypt are black. What about the people who are in Canaan? The people in Canaan, not in Israel, those are Jewish, those are white people. But in Africa, what about the people who are left there in Canaan? In Egypt.
Thank you so much.
So it is Africa who are left. So basically, it is even bringing some division among the human race.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Now, because I've seen your point of perspective, I just want to ask you. So, what made you to believe more on the African spiritualism and not any other religion and any other spiritualism?
Basically, I grew up in the village, and I found that my grandmother was telling me that there was a way that we used to communicate with their divine, and even the other tribe. There are different deities that they believe in, and maybe they share something in similarity, but they differ. So basically, my grandmother and the answers that I found, or even those who come before even my grandmother. The history that I was narrating, that this is the way that Africa used to worship. They used to worship their supernatural. And also in Africa they had their own unique way of living and also the way of living. So basically, I found myself, and also it is a critical thinking. There's something that I call critical thinking. So critically, I read about the Bible. The Bible is an Hebrew language. That was started, it is an Hebrew language from the Lebanon. And the Bible, even itself, the Bible means the biblical, where the people from Lebanon were using to make the papers. They were using trees, timber to make the papers. So that's where the Bible came from, under Amshko, where the people from Lebanon were using to make the papers. They were using trees, timber to make the papers. So that's where the Bible came from. And I'm sure many people doesn't even know that the Bible came from the Lebanon, where the name Bible came from, where the people were manufacturing timber to make the papers. So basically, the Bible, there was no Bible. I question myself. It is around 700 years ago, where Jesus was on earth, on when was the earth created. So basically, that's a very crucial question that you have to ask yourself. So how did Africa got the Bible? That's another question that's another discussion for another day. So how did the Africa got the Bible? How did we started believing in the Bible? Did my ancestors had the Bible? They had not the Bible.
Okay.
Before the coming of missionaries, there was not the Bible. The Arab came in Africa, and the Greeks and the Portuguese and the Greeks in the 18th century. The Arab brought their own religion, and also that's the reason why you found that there are Muslims in the coastal part of the continent and in the country. So and now the history is really clear, and it is really demonstrating it clearly that the Arab come and imposed their own religion on us. On the same point, the like of Dr. Ludwig, the missionaries come to Africa. What is their reason? So what was their reason to explore and to spread the Christianity? Right? But when they came to explore the Christianity, there are a lot of unfolding stories there. They came with the Bible. Did Africa have the Bible? No. Did Africa have their own spiritual being? Yes, they have. But did they believe in Jesus? That's another unfolding story. There was no Jesus, but there was a spiritual being, but not Jesus. So the Bible came with the Jesus. The missionary came with the Bible. Those are the same people.
Okay. Yes. Now, so because now you have explained why the reason why you don't believe in any other spiritualism. Now you say that what made you to believe in this spiritualism you inherited from your ancestors. Now, our interview of the day is even if now you got your children now, which religion now maybe you advocate for them to follow? Do you advocate them to follow the spiritualism of their ancestors to whom you are believing, or you are encouraging them to go with this the current or the Christianity spiritualism?
Yeah, basically, I'll tell them probably to go with the Africa spiritualism, because that is the way and that is the way of life.
Thank you for that. But if I may ask, now if in our modern world, Christianity is taking the peak. Now, will you not feel, or will you not see that maybe your generation to come maybe be disadvantaged in one way or another?
Basically, we have different types of religion, and also the Indian, they worship Krishna, and there are a lot of many Indians who worship Krishna. There are a lot of Arabs who worship Muhammad, or even the Arabic religion. And also in the world, I can say Christianity, because Christianity is around 2.5 billion people in the world are Christians. So basically, we are going to the modern world, but still we have our own roots. We have to follow our own roots, where we came from. Did he hate this thing before the coming of a white man? No. The white man brought his own Bible. They took our land first. They told us to close our eyes. Basically, we closed our eyes. They already took our land. That is the reason why you had that many white people, they had our land. They come in a fraudulent way by the name missionaries. They come in the fraudulent name as a charity organization. Yes.
Now, okay, so you say that even if something like that sort happened, you know that maybe because even there are other religions that are existing, the US also will do the same. Now, maybe I try to ask, or maybe you give me some small clarification. Now, maybe you find that there are no people who are believing in this spiritualism. So maybe initially they were, but right now if I may trace maybe a very little percentage. Now, will you stand on the gap to advocate maybe people to believe on the African spiritualism, or you just let people to believe in Christianity, others believe on the Arabic? So, what is your point of view there?
Basically, what I'm encouraging people is that we are not forcing. Kenya is not a state; it's a secular state. We don't have a one religion.
True.
So basically, that the constitution is one of the human rights bills.
Yeah.
So basically, it's also fundamental for us to think wherever we come from. We have a lot of people that knows where we came from, who are trying to trace where we came from, where we originated from. And if you trace it, you found that we had our own unique and decent religion. But now we have just been corrupted by the white man, or even the invaders, to believe on their own and call just like the same question. How comes that my name is Ayelel? In addition, I have the name Eric, and it's necessary to have a name Eric. Have you ever heard a white man calling himself Ayelel? Have you ever heard a white man calling himself or herself, for example, Nashikwa? Have you ever heard a white man calling himself Kamau? But for us, we have somebody called Andy. So basically, they called us our ancestors are demons, right? Our culture is barbarism. That is the reason why we have our names. We are assimilating their culture. So basically, we have been assimilated. So what I can say is that people must trace where they came from. People who don't know their history, they are bound for this distinction. So basically, you will not run away from your culture. You will not run away from your religion. Whether your religion is being called demonic, whether your culture is being called satanic, then you don't have to follow your enemy path. You have to go with your own. That's your unique way of life, and that is your way of life before even you are born, and that is the way of life before even your ancestors were born.
Okay, thank you for that. Now maybe I may ask maybe also I may get you clarification from you. And now, when you see maybe a group of a congregation worshiping, or people who are believing in Christ. So when you see such kind of crowd, because you see a very big crowd of people coming with their fellowshipping together. So what usually comes to your minds when you see such kind of people fellowshipping together? Will you think that these people are doing something wrong, or these people are they don't have or maybe they have not got the ancestor to lead them well? Or what do you picture when you see such kind of people, or when you see a congregation, or you see a church people worshiping together?
Yeah, basically what I can say is that whatever I've seen, that's only that people are not awake. People are not conscious about where they came from. So when I see such kind of people, I see kind of people that have been highly brainwashed. We call it brainwashed, and they have not yet awakened. Right? They have not yet awakened. So basically, when you see such kind of people, there's nowhere you can trace that they existed of Jesus. Jesus existed in this year, buried. And why did God create Jesus and also create his only? He created Satan and Jesus, and later on, he killed his only son. Why don't he kill Satan once rather than killing his only son? That is a question. So basically, when I say such kind of people, that is a kind of people that they have been really brainwashed, and that is for example, religion is a varied story, and it is some sort of illusion, right? Mm-hmm. It's a sort of illusion, and also it's also sort of superstition, and my saying as well. Yeah.
Thank you for that. I know when we talk about critical thinking, you know that when you talk something of illusion, something that is or anything that is superstitious, being create a lot of questions, because people think how, when, or how can it be superstitious? Because maybe these people, they believe in that Christianity, or we believe in the Christianity, and we are going to express our worship to our Maker. Same case to you. When you worship your ancestral spirit, the spirit that you inherited from your ancestors.
I don't worship, I command them.
Okay, when you command, I go by you. When you command your ancestral spirit, there is a way that you approach to them, isn't it? So we can't say that these people are not awake, because you find even the leaders themselves, they are there. Learned personnel are there.
But I differ with you. Sometimes they usually say that education is not a measure of intelligence. You can have
that one. I go with you 100%.
You can have a degree but still remain an idiot. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So basically, even if you mention the leaders, the politicians, even from the I work with the organized Pan-African organization that I'm meant to liberate them, coordinate the continent. And one tool that you can use to oppress the people is religion, because you tell them never go to the protest because it is against the leader. Even the Bible indoctrinates themselves. They indoctrinate people with the fear that people should respect their leaders, right? So basically, how come that these thieves, they are looting from public funds? They are doing every injustice. They are killing people. A lot of things that happen, like they are not being punished based on the Bible. They are being called the children of God by looting from their masters. Corrupt.
Maybe even I can see from your t-shirt, I can see that you have wore a t-shirt with KAFF. What does this one mean? It means that you come from one of the, or can you elaborate? What does this one mean?
This is a branch of the EFF, Economic Freedom Fighters. So basically, this is a Kenya. Then Kenya Economic Freedom Fighters.
But I used to see this exactly the way you dress. There's one leader in Africa that I usually see dressed like this, and also most of the time, maybe stand by your steps, because he used to just say what you have said. I don't know if you know the leader.
Yeah.
Maybe you can give a guess. Maybe
you're talking about somebody by the name Julius Elomale.
You are true. Correct. It means you come from a political field of a very good angle in politics. Thank you for that. Now we are concluding our show. Mr. Manguyo, you just say that these people, they are not awakened. They cannot follow others people, because these people maybe they are also then they mislead them. Now I just want you being an African spiritualism to encourage someone, or to maybe there is that one pagan person who don't believe in anything, or there is that Christian who is watching you right now because they are tuning to 273 media, because this is the media, or this is the platform where people they get all the information. Now, I just want to give you another platform to just encourage this person, or give this person the reason why he or she should follow the ancestral spirit and not the Christianity and not Christianity.
Yeah, because if you're an African, then you're not proud of your culture.
Yeah.
You're not proud of your political way of life. You're not proud of communalism way of life, because Africa, we are the communalists. We are the coming of the Neanderthals or Caucasians. So basically, what is there is that what we do as an African, we have to be proud of our culture. We have to be proud of our belief, and let's try to subscribe to our own way that our ancestors and our fathers used to believe. So basically, that's what I'm encouraging them, and also for the Christian, I'm also telling them maybe you can do it the Africa way, because the other way we have tried to follow the road, but there is no any. We have been consistently following it, but we have never found any answer about it. So basically, that's what I'm encouraging them to do.
Thank you for them, my viewer. You have heard of that. You have heard his views, and disappoint you. Put into consideration. Can you weigh it if it is something that you can be able to achieve? Well and okay. But me personally, as your host today, I just want to encourage you, be your own and stand by your own steps. As now we conclude, I just want you now to share your greetings, maybe to your viewers, those who are watching us live. just share your greetings, and maybe even I can see you that you look like you are a politician, because even from the point of view, I can see that you argue like a politician. Maybe you greet us, you give us your final remarks, and if there is any position you hold or you are maybe probably looking forward for it, maybe you can introduce you can tell our viewers to know. Yeah,
the only thing that I will say, and as well I usually say, the struggle continue. Basically, I am from most of a political activist, and also I'm also a politician. Already I'm a politician, so basically you're very right. So I'm fine for there will be a by-election in the next couple of months that will happen in Narok. There was a MCA that passed on, so basically passed away. So basically, I think we should also be together in this journey, because everybody who is able to join me, who is willingly to join me, you can really volunteer. We are also on the same journey. We are liberating our people apart from the religion. We are also fighting also for the politics in the other angle as well. So I'm also fighting for the Narok Town MCA. Immediately when they were IBC reconstituted. So basically I'll be on the race as well, and also for anybody who is interested to join me, anybody who is interested to follow me, you can really join me. So basically you are really invited. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Is there any platform they can follow you from, and give you that is?
Yeah, they can just follow me on Twitter at Sayalel Mankuyo, that is and the handle is Revolt Sayalel. Then secondly on Twitter, Sayalel Mankuyo, on Facebook, Sayalel Mankuyo. That's where they can basically get me, and also on the email at sayalemankuyo@gmail.com.
Thank you. Your host, I'm Delvin. It has been a very enticing moment that we shared together. Our guests have just enlightened us with what he believes, has led us in a lot of, maybe has given us an eye opener by as Christian or as believers. Maybe we want to check ourselves, to check where we come from, because sometimes it is good to maybe you interrogate on your ancestors, you line to see your lineage. And maybe I know by this show it has motivated you. I know it has been a very enticing, as I told you earlier, that it will be very fire, and I know imekuwa moto, yani ile lit kabisa. To the next episode, big up, watch to the 273 Media. Kama uja subscribe, I tell you, go to that, click that bell, click that red, you see that red kako pale, just click it, comment, share, and we shall be together. Aluta
continues. Yeah. The struggle continues.
Wow.
273 Media.
273 Media.
273 Media. We are moving together. 273 Media. Moving together.